Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Pop Culture at Home with me, Anna Rumor, and our guest, the talented singer, actress, author, director, Bella Thorne. Thank you so much for talking with me today.
Thank you.
It's been like a super busy week for you. You released Shake It. The video broke the internet pretty much. How has the response been?
The response has been amazing. I'm really, really excited. People are loving it. One of the reasons why I wanted to release it right now is because I felt like I needed it, and everyone else needs this song in the sense that we've all been dealing with so much recently. And man, when you put on this song, you just feel like you can take a breath, like you feel good, or you feel like, oh, okay, this is a little fun. And then you're like, oh, wait, I'm starting to feel a little bit fabulous. Hold up a sec. And I feel like, man, good to feel like that, right now, and take a deep breath and relax for 2 minutes and 45 seconds,
Yeah, I'm mad I can't dance to it out at the club right now. So that's a whole different issue.
Yeah.
Wait, and you directed the video, which is super cool. It's got a Bella Danger in it. Tell me a little bit about what that was like. And the video is like steamy, so I loved it.
I was so excited to work with Bella again. I love her. I loved working with her last time. And to me, I just for this video, I was like, man, it's written about some of the best women in my life, in random, nights. And it felt like in order to condense all these beautiful women in one person, I couldn't think of anyone better than Bella, because she just represents so many things that I love in a woman. She's talented, she's funny, she's smart, she's intriguing, she's so sweet to everyone. She doesn't walk in her room, she talks to people when she does. She's just really has all these different things. And obviously she's beautiful. Come on.
Oh, yeah. Of course.
She's so beautiful. So that, obviously helps. But I felt like I was like, I after we wrote it and I was thinking about the video, I was like, that's it. It's a Bella. I know it. It's got to be her. She would be perfect for it.
And what was with the bridal theme? Where did that come from?
Well, in a lot of my stuff, my music in general, and everyone will be able to understand that more and more as songs come out. I released 2 in March and 2 videos that I've also directed. I direct everything on my projects, and I feel like we'll really start to understand, slowly, that my music really represents life. And that's why all my music has all these different genres. And it's so important to incorporate these different genres in life. My music has horror elements. It's got comedic elements. It stops the song randomly to say fuck you to everyone involved. It does this, it does that. I have songs where I preach. I have songs where I literally speak in just poetic format the whole entire time. My songs are life. And it's important that my videos also retain that, and with Shake It, it was like, I want to film something that represents the song. And to me, what represents the song is fun. And if I put together this crazy music video, like some of my other ones, I'm going to be so worried about the shots and directing it while I'm acting and doing it that, I'm not going to be concentrating on just having fun when I'm doing it. And it was so important that we just literally had fun and had laughs. And that's why I also wanted to add the comedic scene. I love that. I think that it also, again, in my music videos and in my songs, you will see that there are all these different elements. This isn't the first one that you're going to see this in. I just thought it was super funny and amazing. And you've always think, does anyone put their hand up when the person says that? Does anyone ever? That's my
I love that. That made me laugh so hard.
It's awesome. Wait till you see the video too. You're gonna be like, no way, this is crazy. It's so much fun. It's by far the biggest music video I've done, as well as budget, literally. The budget.
The two go hand in hand.
Yeah. And I am a self-funded artist, you know, so.
Yeah. Well, and it seems like you're not like pigeonholing yourself in any one genre too. Is that something that you're conscious of, or is that just kind of organic?
No, 100%. That's what I was saying earlier a little bit. I didn't make it clear enough about how my music represents all walks of life. You've got, I talk about a lot of different tones. You hear a lot of different vocal stuff. You hear a lot of different genres in my music. And it's so important that the videos also represent that and have a little bit of every world in them. And, you know, everyone obviously with music and acting, it's like, and in life, okay, everybody want to put everyone in a box in life, but in music and acting, it's this really strict box of, okay, you're a girl, you're pretty, you can dance, so, okay, you can be sexy, and you can sing, okay, so here's what you are. And they don't let you, you know, really be anything else but this box that they're going to put you in. Whatever that box is. And, you know, for me in acting for a while, it was the mean girl who's always mean. And I was just like, I'm not doing, I was like, she played last role being the mean girl. I am sick of this.
I am nice.
And with music, you know, it's definitely, I think, as well as the same, you know, way of people wanting to put you in a box. And it's so important, as well as what I've done in my acting of, no, okay, I'm not going to just be that. I'm going to be so much more than that. I'm going to do all these different genres because I can. And with music, it's, you know, in that same way of, you're not going to put me in this box. Like, I don't believe that anyone also, like, on your phone, you listen to all types of music. Everyone does. Your phone isn't just one lane of music. Like, come on.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like you've just always been kind of very true to yourself and very expressive with all aspects of your personality. I'm watching this video, actually, I was like, how is this is just both very, like, it's sexy, it's fun, it's playful, it's both serious and doesn't take itself too seriously. So I was kind of like surprised when I saw that YouTube took it down for a second. I was like, this is like the perfect video to share on YouTube. What was your reaction to that?
Yeah, well, I had the same reaction as you did. Yeah, what the YouTube? You know, why are you doing this? And, you know, I think with public platforms, they really have to take a stand, the right stance. And, you know, it's, I know that the world is changing and everyone's become much more knowledgeable of, you know, educated on what is right, you know, and I think that with streaming platforms, it's important to give voices to the right things in the way that, you know, Hulu gave a voice with framing Britney Spears, you know, and you know, showing, putting their money behind something that will open people's minds, you know. And with YouTube, I'm like, yo, you know, YouTube, I love you guys. Like, don't, you know, don't get stuck in the male misogyny. What is happening? I can't shake my ass at a video, but every other rapper can smoke drugs, drive drunk in videos, do this, do that, do the third. This girl's boobs are out and her butt's out too, and she's shaking her. Well, you're gonna take this video down, but you're gonna take mine down. And it's like, you know, what, guys, what are you doing there? There's a lot more way worse content on YouTube. You have people like, even whether it's fake or not, even in music videos, you have people getting shot in the head. You have serious violence being filmed, you know, showing kids, putting it in their faces, this serious violence. And I feel like, as far as sexual content, like, you know, no, YouTube, the violence is one thing you guys need to be more focused on your platform, you know, because you have all the young kids watching extreme violence. They can find anything on YouTube, and that's crazy, you know? So yeah, I'm just like, you know, I don't know why that happened, but it was annoying. It's annoying. Yeah. I'm annoying.
I'm annoyed. Well, I'm glad that got dealt with, like, pretty fast. But it does seem like you, as someone who is, very much themselves and just kind of open, you butt up against this double standard in your career and in your projects a lot, where it comes to like sexuality and being an empowered woman. How has that either affected your mindset or affected the projects that you're taking on, that kind of thing?
Well, I definitely know that it affects me in all these different ways that I don't even notice until I notice them. I'm like, oh, okay, maybe that's why I'm kind of like, this. Yeah. Ask me the question again. I feel very conflicted with my answer.
Yeah, no. So it coming up against this double standard with, being sexuality, expressing who you are as an artist, how has that kind of impacted either the projects that you've taken on, or how you have approached those projects, or how you feel about it, or are you just tired, that kind of thing?
I think that I love skin. I love skin on anyone, any type of skin. I like literal skin, getting to be so close where we can, like, feel your details, feel your the lines in your hands and everything, about your skin. And I think that with movies and everything, it's like I never want to necessarily shy away from projects that show skin, that feel intimate, projects that really feel intimate. And it's hard as well because I struggle with the obvious standards of what people want to show women in movies, and when the character is a lead, she can only be this, she can only be that, she has to be the nice girl, she has to be understandable, she has to be all these things that, well, she can't say that at the dinner table because, that would be rude and this and that. And it's like, this is life. Like, I think a really great show is Better Things. Better Things has a really beautiful way of telling real stories, everyday stories, and focus on showing women in all aspects of life. That show it's so beautifully written and directed in that way that you really get to understand these fully formed women, not these women that are like a mask of what a woman should be, and that's what the writer's writing, and that's what the director thinks, and all these things come into play. It's like, I really want to focus on roles that show a woman how I want to see her. And in that show, they show the good and the bad and the beautiful and the worst and everything. And that's a fully formed woman. And I think, it's really important for me to take these projects. It's just that, it's not like everyone's writing them every day. It's, we're always saying in the industry, hello, give us more of these roles. Like, Jessica Chastain is a huge voice in the female community for acting. And I definitely want to focus on these projects. It's just that I also like skin. And when you have skin in a movie, everyone's like, oh, they view it a certain way.
Right.
Yeah.
The complexity isn't allowed there.
Yeah, exactly. That the complexity isn't allowed. Yeah. That it's just this like shell of a girl, and it's.
Well, and you've got quite the skills as a director. Have you ever thought about, kind of taking that on from behind the camera on, a bigger platform?
Oh yeah, no, for sure. Directing and writing and music this year is what it's like the three things that are at the top, of the list. And the list has a lot of things, but these three are the biggest at the list. And I've been writing a series. I am getting hopefully I'll be able to announce something very soon when contracts are all signed up, and I'm really excited because it's my baby and I created this series that I'm so in love with and could not write it if I tried. Like I literally could physically not hold myself back from writing this project. And I think with writers, you know that those are the best projects for you because you physically cannot stop yourself from writing it. And it's just so personal to me, this story. And I've been doing, you know, directing for other artists on music videos, and I'm attached to direct a feature. And I've just been really like, I feel like at the top of next year, I want to, I wrote this other feature this year, and I feel like I want to go direct that if I can. But this year, I want to work with every different lane. That's why doing my own music videos is so important, because as a director, I get to work with pyrotechnics, work with comedic beats, work with this, work with that, work with stunt coordination. When you're hitting towards a camera, what exact angle and punch do you need to be punching to make this sell? It's like all these different things that when you get to do music videos, you don't get that as a usual director. You don't get to just work on 2-3 projects a year and direct whatever you want. Like it just doesn't happen. You know, there's funding and all these things that go into it, and it's very difficult to make a project come to life. So the fact that I get to keep working on my craft of directing before I get to direct my first feature is super important to me, because, you know, I didn't go to film school. I don't have a background in, you know, that most people have when it comes to this type of schooling thing. And I've learned what I've learned from being on set, and I'm always asking questions, and I'm always wanting to share this creative vision. And I think that's when it comes to life, you know, the best. And I think we'll be able to also see my transition as a director when you watch Lonely or you watch Thorne to Phantom, to Movie Star, to, you know, other songs that we're going to do this year as well. Music videos, I think, will really be able to say, wow, Bella Thorne, we've watched you hone into your craft. Look how much better you've gotten. And that's why it's so important that everyone is honing in their craft, working hard, getting past the, you know, you're never going to just start out amazing. It always takes hard work to get there. Yeah. I'm always preaching that.
I mean, that's an exciting place to be at in your career in general. Is there anything that, I mean, I can't even think of anything that it'd be possible for you to tackle that you haven't done yet, but is there anything that's like on the back burner that you have to get to eventually? Any new realm?
I really want to start a lingerie company.
Ooh.
I love lingerie. I've always loved lingerie. I love bra, panties, comfortable sets, these type of sweat panties, just things that make you like feel good when you wear them, you know? And I think that it's also such an important part of my brand as a person, you know? And I think that working its way into lingerie is one that I really want to be in, because it has everything to do with what I love. Women being comfortable with their bodies, being, you know, choosing what they want to show, what they want to give, and, you know, being proud of what they have, and all these things that I just love so much in lingerie. To me, like, I really want to build a company that really represents these morals and, you know, really can grow and do interesting things with women. You know, how do I make something for them, you know, in this way? Yeah.
That sounds awesome. Sign me up.
I'll let you know.
Yes. Well, and it just seems like, you know, looking back on looking forward and looking back at the same time, it seems like you've just taken a lot of attention to your growth over the years. What do you think is the biggest thing that you've seen change in yourself from when you first kind of entered the spotlight?
Well, I'll tell you, I've gotten less patient and I've become more understanding. I think one big thing that movies have taught me growing up in the industry is that everyone has a story to tell. and you can't judge them for telling that story. You can only accept them and ask them questions and get to know their story better. And when you get to know their story better, you understand why they are the way they are. And that makes you actually see them, and not just see what they're giving you, the mask that they're putting out. And being able to tell these stories literally, actually, physically on camera, and getting to meet so many people with so many stories to tell. It's just made me, I think, very evolved in understanding why people say things when they say things, even when they're hurtful. And that, every bully is being bullied. They're bullying themselves mentally. And that's something that we always have to remember, is whatever they're putting out, that's bad. But what they're putting in here is so much worse. And everyone is going through something, and we have to be open to everyone going through their.
Yeah. Well, and then I have one last question. I'll let you go, because I know you've got tons of stuff to do. But kind of in that vein, what does self-care look like for you? What does a self-care day or a self-care weekend or 10 minutes look like for you?
Ask me something I'm better at.
Right. Same for all of us.
Yeah, really though. Self-care, I guess, is like, I just like watching movies. Like, I like laying in bed, watching shows, ordering food, taking a walk outside with the dogs, going on a bike ride. But that's probably, that's it.
It was just a reminder to do better at self-care.
Yeah, that's actually on my list this year. It's self-care. I need to, I'm really good about the self-care of my skin, because I've struggled with acne for so long. And I need to be better about the self-care of my mental health, what I can and can't handle, what I can say no to, how far I can push myself. How far I can push my body. I never put moisturizer on, and it's like, girl, you are dry AF. Like, put some damn moisturizer on them ashy knees. Like, literally, you are ashy. Like, there's so many things I need to take better self-care.
Consider this your reminder.
I was thinking about writing little notes on my mirrors, and every morning when I wake up and I wash my face, I also see, put on moisturizer, do this, do that, like things that I'm just like, self-care. I don't know. I have so many things to do, and this extra 15 minutes of putting on moisturizer just sounds so annoying. Like,
what do you mean you need me to drink water? I've got stuff to do.
Yeah.
Well, if that's not a whole 2021 vibe, I don't know what is. I appreciate you talking with us today. It sounds like you've got a bunch of exciting stuff coming, and we heard a little bit of it right now, so I'm excited. Everyone, check out Shake It, where it's on YouTube, Spotify, anywhere you get your music. And thanks for talking with us today at Pop Culture at Home.